deal-maker mindset and shocking directness, how Trump views the world and the Middle East. How does Donald Trump think? This is the question that bewilders decision-makers in global capitals. The man does not think like a traditional politician, nor does he care for complex diplomatic theories. He thinks with the mindset of a real estate mogul, the mindset of a deal, a winner and a loser, cash and a bill, and there is absolutely no room for compliments. For Trump, the world is not divided into allies and enemies, but rather customers and competitors. An ally who does not pay for their protection is a burden to be discarded, and an enemy with whom a commercial deal can be struck is a potential partner. Blunt directness and a complete departure from diplomatic ambiguity are his preferred weapons to shock his opponents. So what are the results of this mindset on the global map? Moving on to his global doctrine, America First, or what has come to be known as the Donroe Doctrine. It is a hyper-nationalistic realism, which views the current international system as one that blackmails America and drains its wealth. Look at his approach with Europe and NATO. He treats them like an insurance company. He threatens to withdraw if European countries do not pay their share in full. And with China, the conflict for him is not an ideological struggle between democracy and dictatorship, not at all. It is a battle of numbers, trade deficits, and tariff wars. Trump detests multilateral internationalism. He withdrew from climate agreements, health pacts, and global organizations. Why? Because he prefers bilateral agreements one-on-one, where America, as a superpower, can dictate its terms entirely. Now let us turn to the Middle East, the most complex spot in the world. How does Trump view it? The Middle East in Trump's mind boils down to three pillars: oil, deal money, and the security of Israel. He does not care about spreading democracy, nor is he concerned with human rights files. He views them as mere elitist chatter. In contrast, Trump adopts an absolute and unprecedented bias towards Israel, historically manifested by moving the embassy to Jerusalem and championing the Abraham Accords for normalization, leading up to his shocking proposals regarding re-engineering the Gaza Strip as a private economic zone, treating the entire geopolitical issue as a real estate and investment file. And what about Iran? Here, a dark comedy emerges in politics. Trump follows a strategy of maximum pressure, harsh, blunt strikes to enforce deterrence, but at the very same moment, he looks for a negotiating exit. You see him attack Tehran with unprecedented ferocity, and then suddenly tweet, declaring his desire to hold a historic meeting or deal in Doha or elsewhere. He exerts pressure to raise the negotiating price, not to wage endless ground wars. In the end, Trump's foreign policy is a policy of dismantling the old world order. He is returning the world to the era of spheres of influence and raw, hard power, relinquishing soft power and traditional diplomacy. Some view this approach as a superficial directness that lacks strategic depth, leaving behind a vacuum for Russia and China to fill, while others see it as a pragmatic brilliance that ends America's eternal wars. Between this and that, the world under Trump remains an unpredictable place, moving without brakes, and everyone in it must be prepared to pay the price.